Deep in the Pyrexian system lies the planet of Pauper. Here the most dangerous minds are held captive by wizards who rule the planet with an iron fist in an attempt to silence the common people's uprising known as Pauperganda. But two have defied the odds, escaping the planet and spreading their dangerous knowledge throughout the galaxy. Aboard the deck of the SS metagame, they broadcast their message of hope.
Hello everybody! Man, am I glad I'm here because I really thought this show wasn't going to happen. Glad to see Little Fight in the house, or I should say right behind me on the back of the ship in the SS metagame, right? For those of you that don't follow us on Facebook and stuff, we came about this close, one drop away, wink wink, from not having a show today. Long story short, the software developer for a game show, which I love, kind of updated stuff behind the scenes, didn't know about it, caused all these corruptions, and stuff just went haywire. So anyway, I was going to play all the rounds today for Infect because I've been consistently going 4-1 with this deck a whole lot of times. I'm going to go over the deck list in a minute. But with all the drama and stuff, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do my heart a favor. Not that I'm that old, but I'm not going to just stress out. I'm going to get everything ready. And you might notice a real big smile on my face. It's raining like crazy outside. It's dark as hell. I love it. You can just hear it right now. I'm going to watch this in a few months and just wish it was this kind of weather outside. Anyway, enough about my Nimbus love. Shahrazamon, thanks for joining us. Mike Man, as always, in the house. Paul J. Tyson, you're here. Thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome. All right. So anyway, I'm going to go over this list real quick. And man, it is really coming down out there. I'm loving it. I should be playing a blue deck with all this rain outside. Anyway, we've got a really cool deck. Nothing new except for my build of it, but we're playing Infect. Now, the reason I'm playing Infect is because there's so much life gain out there with these the Boros Tokens deck and with the Dimir Control decks. And if you really analyze that third or fourth turn, the reason they're able to withstand a Stompy or withstand a Hexproof and kind of, just kind of pull over the fence is their ability to gain life. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Believe it or not, I have not lost to Dimir Control with this list. On paper, you think, oh my God, you can't do anything. It just comes out so fast, negates the life gain, and sneaks past stuff. And we have a lot of extra stuff. So without further ado, I'll just stop talking. The big thing that'll jump out at you here is our land count is at 20. I'm playing, let's see, 14 Forest, 4 Tree of Tales, and I'm running 2 Tranquil Thickets. The reason being, with a lot of analysis of the initial deck that I had, I was really hoping I drew land a lot more often, and it lets us really warrant the groundswell. It's always there. It's able to always regenerate the Blight Mamba. It's able to bring back the Corpse Cur, which is a little heavy on the mana side, but really key against control decks and such when you're kind of out of gas and you need to just smash them for that one little moment. Zip Fan, hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And if you're in the chat and being quiet, please don't, because this is kind of a 1.5 man show. And so unless you chime in, I don't know you're there until much later, and then it's too late. So I'll go over the list real quick. We got 2 Corpse Cur main. We got 4 Ichoclaw Murs. Predator Strike. I sure wish there was better artwork for this. Wink, wink, Wizards. But At 3, I really like it. This is the MVP in a lot of matches, and it's really good against Delver. They just don't see this coming, and they're sitting back with that Sprite waiting to counter 1 drop, and you can really run over the top of them really good there. Blight Mamba at 4 count. We got 3 Apostles' Blessing. Of course, 4 of these, 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 and 4 of these, which is really good against opposing creatures and such. Nichols, good to see you. Why the artifact lands? Glad you asked. A lot of people do. Because of Nature's Claim. Against Burn, a lot of times the best play against Burn is to zap your own Rancor with Nature's Claim, gain 4 life, Rancor comes back. When you attack again, you play it and go. In a pinch, though, you can zap your own lands because we usually don't need more than 2 or 3. Hula Guru, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Yep. Everybody's in the house today. Good times. So, believe it or not, of all my Deluxicop builds, I'm usually like Mr. I Smash Delver. This one plays about even with Delver, and so I'm a little nervous because the new metagame update this morning says that it's or it's the top deck again. So I've got 4 Gut Shot, 1 more Corpse Cur in the back, got 2 Pulse of Marasa. This could probably change. I think I have enough life gain, but boy, it's really good in a pinch, that end of turn zap. Another great play to do if you're playing this deck is if you're playing against Boros and they journey to nowhere your stuff, it's so awesome at the end of the turn to Nature's Claim it, and it's like you have a hasted infected creature. And I'm back to 4 Moments Peace. I was using Shirazma, maybe bring that up, Terrifying Presence for a while, and it just wasn't doing the trick. I need that recursion, especially with the extra land count, always being able to flash it back. Deadly Ted, good to see you. So anyway, without further ado, that's the drop, the 3 drops. I don't think I ever had a 3 drop in here, Deadly Ted. I know Deadly Ted and I faced off about 2 or 3 times this last week, so he's well versed on bumping into this. And we're going to discuss his elf stuff in a minute here, but I'm just going to go on over here and see if we can start. I was going to, because Infect is so fast, I was going to play all the rounds live, but like I said, just a little bit too much craziness going on with the feed today and setup. So anyway, we're going to replay these as always, and then we'll go over some other deck discussion, more of a kind of a relaxed thing. If he plays, good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. And if you can, shout out your magic handle. Hopefully nobody is cheating and playing live at the same time and getting free benefits here. We'll see. Yep, there we go. Alrighty, I'm going to kill the chat here. So we've got a little land heavy draw, but it's all right. We've got some stuff here. I'm not too stoked about this hand, but it's just good enough to keep. So Zips fan says, I'm glad to see you got game show working in time as well. Yeah, well, that's all thanks to the yellow man above you 2 spots, Little Fight. He was helped me out a lot this morning, about an hour and a half of tech support. So good times. And one of the most relaxing things about playing Infect is because of all the life gain out there right now. It's like, yeah, go ahead, big deal. It's all good times. So and the other thing, there's mulligan benefits to this deck too. This is one of those decks that actually, traditionally when you run like 17 lands and you're really hurting or flooded a lot, oops, this isn't looking good already. Going up against mono black so far, it looks like. But we'll see what he's got. I play a little reckless because of our recursion benefits here, but you have a lot of mulligan benefits when you run 20 land with 2 cyclings, and you can pitch stuff, get good hands. It also triggers the landfall, the regenerate, the corpse cur later on. It's been feeling good. I'd like to maybe cut 1, but I just truly don't know what I would really do it for. So I'm not quite sure what to do here. I'd really like to, we've got enough to groundswell at any time, and I doubt he's running Shrivel, so I'm actually going to play it a little bit slow, hoping that he's got Kambaji Witches, and then I'll run over the top of them and go from there. So I'm going to try to just avoid any sort of edict here, because we have enough lands to really go forward. And if, he's got some disfigure at the last second where we're actually going to be able to do something about it. So just going to come in for 1 here. We'll put a higher priority target out there. Zips fan, pop. Good times. Mike Man says, yeah, that's not a bad idea. No love to get some Pauper games with some Pauperganda fans. My MTGO handle is Maximum Mike. Give him mega props when you bump into him, too. He is by far the biggest fan of Pauperganda by leaps and bounds. Oh, there it was. Well, now maybe we're in deep doo-doo after all. If an edict follows this up, we might be swinging for the fences. However, and these records, oh boy, a little bit too much knowledge there. Sack. this is when we're glad we have extra lands. And we'll keep this in case maybe he's running a main deck Wretch Mind. I've got a lot of stats here that I just kept on paper, but the takeaway, and if I win this match 2-1, I count it as 2 wins, 1 loss, so that it's a lot more honest assessment of what's going on. But right now, as it sits, this is 61-29, and if you really combat that, a lot of those losses are 2-1 wins. So I've said I think there's been 5 4-1s with this deck, which is infuriating because it would be so nice to get a 5-0, and it's usually at the last round, wouldn't you know? But what are you going to do? I love playing Infect because, like I said, it's just really relaxing. Everybody's gaining life and stuff, and obviously this is probably one of the worst decks we could run up against, Mono Black Control. And the last time, oh boy, here we go. He's going to make us kill our landfall, that's for sure. Put this on top. This is not going to make for a good outing here. But yeah, the last time I faced Mono Black, let's see what happened. Just with this build, because I got so many darn stat sheets around here. Yeah, I won 2-1, but it's only happened once. Yeah, this is looking pretty terrible already. Well, we've got this. Feeling okay. We can regenerate twice. We've got vines, unless he's got another edict effect. We might still be in this. Lackerding, is 5-0 still possible? No. I was going to try from scratch because Infect's so fast to just, boom, come out and just bring it with a brand new tournament. But there were so many technical difficulties at the beginning of the show today that I was just like, you know what? I'm already in a queue and I'm 2-1. So that's where we sit right now. Hexerin says, I was on NBC when I played Deluxe the other day. Hey. Kind of felt bad about that. Uh-oh, you must have won then. Let's see. Was that in the tournament or no? All right, so this is not feeling too bad here. Except we didn't trigger our groundswell. Let's see. All right, well, we'll come on across. See what we can see. Okay, good luck, says Lackerding. All right, we'll bring this. Let me see. I wonder what I should do here. We're going to go Trample. See what he's got here. Come on. Lanafet says, D loves a good game. Don't ever sweat that. Tournament practice room. You were on Mono White Infect. Oh, yeah, I'll discuss that too. That was that last night? I don't remember playing that last night. Let's see. So he's got that. Let me see here. Now, if I do that, he trips it. If I regenerate, he trips it again. Regenerate, tap. Let's put this on there. Does he got it? Let's see. It was a week or two ago. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Yeah, I've been tweaking that. We'll go over that list too. I almost wanted to play that instead and see where it went from there. But okay, so he's letting that through. That goes to that. I want this to sneak in here. I really don't want to see a, you know what. I'm just going to go for the races here, guys. Boink. There we have it. Through Mono Black, Crypt Rats, Chittering Rats, Edict Disfigure. Does he have that? Oh, he doesn't. So that's up 1. Now we're going to go to this. Gutshot's not really going to help us out here. Let me know if the cards look big enough and everything, guys. I'm here for you as it all goes. And spread the word out there if you're on Reddit or something. Be like, hey, come on over and join us. Because anyway, we're going to bring in a Corpse Cur. And the one thing I don't like against black decks is waiting cards. Sometimes vines, I'm not going to take it out, but there's cards because of Chittering Rats. So if cards that like if you do have like sorcery based stuff, it's a lot of times I'll zap their own guy with vines, just get it out of my hand and stop me from drawing stuff over and over again. I think I'm gonna pull some Ross out. They don't hit too hard, so we're gonna bring in the Cur package. I want to keep our protection. Trample's gonna happen a lot because black has a lot of dudes on the ground. Yay, says Mike Man. 1978. Can't shake the snake. Dry oats. Thanks for joining us. All right. Good to have you chiming in there. We want to keep for disfigure. Seal of strength. Good against just about all of it. My goodness. Well, gotta lose something. What do you guys vote on? Tree of Tails there for life game. Yes, it is. David Kane, it is there for that. As is Rancor is the prominent target for that, and it's also good for Wretch Mind. Yep, there it is. Hexerin's right on it. So we got a minute. What do you guys think I should take out? I'm just gonna throw this out to the peanut gallery, the Pauper gallery. What you guys got? Oh, and then after this match, the debut of the new commercial. And I think Little Fight will agree. It's probably better than Multani Spaghetti, which was very hard to beat. Set the bar really high. I think we crushed it pretty good there. I'm thinking might actually get rid of a groundswell. That's my vote. Also, tech against Richmond. Yep. I'm going to get rid of a groundswell, and we're just going to go in there. Mama's probably the threat I'd pull, says David King. Yeah, I'm just trying to really keep that board out, and I really like Mamba once the board solidifies and you're able to regenerate it there. So let me shove this over here. Kill this. Ooh, this is a disgusting hand. Talk about starting slow. Mulligan. Ooh. You know, that's the frustrating thing, too, as everybody knows. No matter what the deck, you play 20 lands, you figure, hey, I'm going to have pretty decent mana draws. When this stuff happens, you're like, what is... I really want to see the layout of the entire deck at this stage and just see like this 12 mana chunk clump over in the corner there. So, all right, I guess we'll keep it. We got Disfigure Bait. This is tough. I'm actually going to put this on the bottom. If I didn't have Mutagenic, I'd probably put it on the top just to stop things like nausea and stuff, but I really want to hit a land. So hopefully you guys agree. Paul J. Tyson, are we going to see the Tick commercial? Oh, you're right. You know what? I had a note right here that says play it. If you guys don't mind a little technical difficulty in seeing the cog behind the machine, I will do that. Oh, shoot, that's right. I had one space open, and I was like, yeah, what? And I put in another commercial. I was like, oh, darn it. So, and Blake Rasmussen from Wizards of the Coast actually has been in contact with me. He's kind of keeping it mysterious. Hopefully there's some good news on the horizon soon. I'm sure Flametongue goodness in a little bit is going to whet his appetite. Almost let the cat out of the bag there. Keep all the creatures, not trying to mess you up, says. Oh yeah, I know. But believe me, I mess myself up. Like I said, I'm at about 75% when I play this online. But I'm telling you, on paper, you think, oh, Dimir Control, what a nightmare. I mean, Mono Black, kind of a nightmare, but Dimir Control, way worse. But it isn't. It's I mean, I've gone 2-1 a few times, but there's quite a few 2-0s, and I'd say one of the harder matchups is just the You Are Fiend. Let's see what else. Sometimes Burn. You know, even with all the life gain and the Marasa and stuff, it can get a little crazy. So I got to kind of slow roll this. Hopefully he blocks. If not, we're just gonna lop his life total in half here and hope for the best. We're going to lose it. I'm going to wait till turn 4 to drop out Mamba so I can at least regenerate. Excuse me. Let's see. Mike Man Deluxe. Think you should be a 1-drop, 1/2 creature, just saying. Oh, yeah. I'm always kind of debating that. I probably spend way too much time on these silly card frames here, but little hint into what we're playing in the show and stuff like that. This is the kind of stuff we love. Hopefully he'll block. Maybe try to ping. Who knows? Lackerding says, cards in the tableau could be bigger. All right, you got it. Thanks for chiming in there. Boink, you're right. We're playing Infect. There's not going to be much stuff going on, right? So I'm just going to see if he tries to activate this. Nope. Reason I didn't do that there, he wins it either way. And now I don't take any damage. And believe it or not, if that happens again, it doesn't pay for the witches to activate. So this is frustrating. I hate putting this stuff on my top of my board. I'm actually going to... no, I shouldn't do that. Tempted to just throw Predator Strike on something when that kind of stuff happens, because if he's got another Rats, I'm really kind of screwed here. Dryout says, yeah, the card frames are awesome. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Do quite a bit of little tinkering around. really trying to set the bar higher. No offense to anybody that, I mean, this is kind of my area of expertise, broadcasting and graphics and stuff like that. So I'm just truly trying to set that bar higher. I was it last week, I think I was kind of, not bad mouthing, but I was kind of saying like, man, a lot of these feeds, like even from like John Finkel and stuff, it's like just this bland kitchen. He's out of frame. He's kind of sitting like this off to the side. You can't really hear things well. He goes to the bathroom for 10 minutes at a time. It's just like, God, dude, have some respect for your viewers. I come from the broadcast background, so this is more of a show than it is anything else. All right. Be very slow when you're playing with Kambaji, which is the first thing you want to do is go, I want to regenerate that. But if you look, the way this plays out, you'll zing your own creature if you do that. So let's see. Imparting that he has. We'll go like this, and we'll regenerate. And it's not going to last very long. I don't know why. See, that's a mistake I did when I playing live that I wouldn't have done normally, is drop that out. Because then he's just going to untap and zap it again. So not that big of it. I like the champagne. I can't wait for an Irish knotwork theme. Yeah, you bet. Come March, we're gonna miss one show in March. Yeah, Little Fight. It's not easy. I'll defend him there. The job I've got, and especially the company that I've worked for so long, they are absolute cutthroats. And if there's one frame of something off, they don't. I'm gonna concede this one, guys. We can't really. He's got 3 cards in hand. We're drawing dead, and we're gonna take 7 next turn. So there's nothing we can do here. So we're 1-1 against Mono Black, which we're supposed to lose against. Let's see what's going down here. Yeah, I'm a good pauper, but it is probably pretty hard to work with me because I am very demanding. All right, here we go. I'll just keep it on. Grease is like Tryout says, your channel intro is nuts. I can't imagine how long it took to make. Thank you. Little Fight says, that's the thing. It took him a day. 2 tops. He's ridiculous. Yeah, but I'm always tweaking it a little bit. But I am a freak show when it comes to editing. Even the people I work with are that way. It's on some weird planet somewhere where that's like a very cool thing to be. Like instead of Michael Jordan, everybody wants to be an editor. That's I'm definitely built for it because in this city of all these movies and TV and stuff, and I have yet to meet my equal as far as, especially when it comes to speed. All right. We got 1 land, but we're going to get a mole and a draw. We don't really, you know what? I think I'm going to ship this one back. I want to hit maybe more creatures. We don't really have much here. And this is the weird thing about this deck. We're running 20 lands and Infect, where you could argue you could run 16. And this stuff still happens. So who knows what's going on. Yeah, some of the harder things, some of those Mana Pulse commercials I do, I actually spend the most time on because it's just a feel. You've got to get the frame ratio just right, and when things are going and coming and going, I'm going to mulligan. Let's see. Finally caught you streaming. Hey, Pauperganda. What's up? Gabkilo. All right, Gabkilo. Thanks for joining us. All right, we'll keep this, and we'll put that on top. This is just what we wanted to have happen. A little bit of Edict Bait. It would have been nicer if they happened in reverse, so I could have powered out the, the Glistener. I would really like to get that alternate artwork Glistener. That's pretty cool stuff. Boom, boom. What do you think? Should we chance it? Go for it. Haha! Take that. Fate. Yeah! Good times. So win, lose, or draw after this one, we are going to show you the new commercial, and it is awesome. Oh, come on. Tap out with a chittering rat or something. All right. Well, let's shove this here. What's he got? Do I have to regenerate it now? Nope. Boink. I'm just going to go for it, guys. No! The drama. It's everywhere. Now here come the rats, right? Chit, chit, chit. That wasn't S-H-I-T, that was C-H-I-T for you of the listening persuasion. All right, well, this is starting to suck. But this is what's supposed to happen against Mono Black. The one that I did win It was just my recursion stuff showed up right away, and it was like corpse cur into corpse cur, kill the corpse cur, corpse cur, go get corpse cur, kill the corpse cur. And that happened like 3 times, and then it was just, then he finally drew lands and it was over. So that's what we kind of want to have show up here. Not this though. It's getting ugly. Sharazman says, sorry, finished eating pizza, lol. Okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, the art glistener. Yeah, I don't know if you can even bring up the alternate artwork in MTG bot, but it is pretty cool. But gosh, the price. If anybody's got some they want to get rid of, I'd gladly take them. It's all about the math with me, baby. This is tough. I'm tempted to get rid of Rancor here because if Chittering Rats comes down, I want to be able to do something with it, and I don't want to keep. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to lose Groundswell and nope. Oh, the effect's not on the board yet. Hey, says Gabby Lowell, maybe I can win this one. Sea Swamp. Never mind. I lost. Nah. It's winnable. It's not favorable. We're probably at about 45% overall on this matchup here, so not too good. Hopefully he's got some spot removal and we can use our vines prior to going nuclear here. Sure, Rosamond says 4 tickets each. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Take that. I'm going to use a card for something. 7 cards in his hand. I don't think we're going to win this one, guys. Oh, here comes. But the good news is it's raining outside. We're going to be 2-2 with this if this keeps up. And we've got the best commercial yet showing up. And please spread the word, spread the love, do all that good stuff with Flame. I almost let it out of the bag again. With the new commercial coming up, it'll be very righteous. If you've got little red edit channels and whatnot, just spread the love, spread the love. Golden sun over my head, disgusting. I like black skies and thunder. Alrighty. Oh, well, we're gonna ship it here, guys. Dead as a doornail on that one. So we bumped into an 0-2 loss to Mono Black, which some of my Infect builds can deal with, but not that one. So we've got 2 wins, 2 losses. We'll be playing the tiebreaker, and then I'm going to go over another deck list, and I'll probably play maybe the White Infect list because that gets a lot of press live here too, but not in a full-blown match here. Real quick, what was I going to do here? Oh, yeah, we're going to go to the deck list. So not many changes I would want to make here with regards to this, but without further ado, guys, here's our latest commercial. Freezing Night with a Starry Sky, says Lackerding. Yes! I did win one of those. I didn't think I did. Oh, yeah, I did. That's right. 1-2. Thank you. Again, wearing too many hats. So this commercial, just to put it in perspective, like the editing atmosphere and stuff like that, came to me while eating nachos one day. And I texted Little Fight, and we went back and forth, and our banter concluded as usual with some good stuff. So anyway, everybody, I want to show you the debut of Flametongue Hot Sauce. Who's ready? Who's got their chips out? 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We've harvested the hottest spices in all the Dominaria. We've delved deep into the forgotten caves of Keldor to bring you the hottest sauce of any plane. Introducing Flametongue Hot Sauce. Our thermal alchemists have flame slashed and fire blasted only the most Syrian ingredient to bring a flame to your tongue that causes serious damage. Get tongued. Get Flametongue Hot Sauce. Deal 4 damage to any meal.
Available at all fine Sinclair superstores.
Aha! So what'd you think, guys? There it is. Probably play it again. A lot of fun on that one. Little flame vignettes and such. Get tongued. Your friend Crimson Rum just started watching. Good to see ya. Good times, Mike Man. All right, fill me up. That's what it's all about. So we're gonna try to get this noticed. Maybe is more so than Multani's. We just kind of keep going. So Paul J. Tyson, I don't understand the 187 reference. Nice, says Hulagoon. Most excellent. 10 out of 10 would buy. Yeah, it'd be funny if you could actually start manufacturing this stuff and Magic got big enough where it actually people wanted to shop at places like Sengir Superstores or Maras's Market. Deal 4 damage to any meal. I love Little Fight's accent in that too. It's just cool, man. Woohoo! Get tongued. Yeah, we got that phrase now, and then our old F6 it. So good times. All right, last one here. Last wise one here. Killer Tofu. Thanks for Did you see the commercial Killer Tofu? It was just on. I'll probably play it again. I'll have to see what goes on. All right, let's kill this. Those are fun to share on Facebook, even if no one knows what the hell you're talking about. Please email me the purchase request to pauperganda@gmail.com. It says Little Fight, and Paul Tyson says, I like Flametongue, Kavu, and Necrotal kill damage stuff when they come into play. Just missed it. Well, I'll try to play it again here. So now we got a perfect land count stuff out, but no critters, so we're going to have to ship this back. 2 lands. This is kind of how it's supposed to play out. Want those that extra land. Don't want to be waiting around to be the threat. We want to be it now. At least that's the theory this week, right? Sup Tofu, says Hexrogen. For some reason, I thought this was GW Infect. Why did I think that? Not sure. I actually don't think I have a build of green-white Infect. Kind of one of those, why bother? I'm going to put this on the top just because I don't know what we're running in against, and it's really good insurance. The Seal of Strength acts as a lot of, just almost like a green counter spell. So, we set it and forget it. Use it if we want to be aggro, or if it negates a lot of the lightning bolt on down. So, good stuff. Uh-oh, what is this? Sensing some sort of weird combo shenanigans going on here. Maybe some kobolds or what is it? The Midnight Present? Not Midnight Presents. The black one. What's that? Anyway. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They actually have new seal art that I think I might even like better. So it's a spicy splash. Yeah, if you listen back to that commercial, we're not just choosing. Every single word was like debated and talked about. So our thermal look at what we're running in against. What are the odds? Look at this. Our thermal alchemists have flame slashed and fire blasted only the most searing ingredients to bring you a sauce that can cause serious damage. Get tongued. Get Flametongue Hot Sauce. Deal 4 damage to any meal. Good stuff. All right. There is no blocking in this game. That's one thing I see happen over and over and over again is people don't remember that Infect counts like Wither. And it just happens a lot. I know. The mirror match. Like, you don't think the metagame could get any weirder. It's like, aren't I the only one playing Infect in this crazy control metagame? Nope. Craziness. Pauperganda streaming mono green Infect. Spread the word. Hey, thanks, Shiraz. Good plan there. Flametongue Kavu at common wins, says Dryotes. I know the strength of this format. I wouldn't be surprised to see it. It actually, there'd be times when you're like, I don't think that should necessarily see player. It's not good enough for this deck. Who knows? All right. We got this. And we've got Groundswell. So I'm just going to count my losses here. I'm assuming he's got a really strong pump hand like most Infect decks do. We're just going to really try to alpha strike here. I mean, he's going to lose a guy. I'm going to lose a guy. Why, you ask? Well, it's because this acts like Wither. So, but he'll be at 9, and then we're going to hopefully swing for the fences next turn. Both our guys will die at the end of the turn. Dryotes, I could see it as common in a master set. Here's to hoping. Yep. Yeah, if you truly think about it, it's like, well, what deck would Flametongue Kavu fit in right now? You could maybe some variants of a Burn hybrid with maybe like a Jeskai scenario. But even then, it just feels clunky. And then obviously Boros might use it over like Flame Slash. But that's quite a bit of mana. It just shows how powerful Pauper is. It's nuts. So obviously, we're going to bring in all of our gut shots. And we're going to bring in all of our moments pieces. I'm going to bring out my Cur. Anything that gains life. Let's see. Don't care about life. Don't care. We're going to want to trample as king. Let's see. Get this mana ratio down. If I'm going to take out 2 Vines of Vastwood, realistically, there's not much... I could target his stuff, but if we're doing that, we're losing already, and I'd rather have a moment's peace to watch him burn out. I'm tempted to lose the Predator Strike. I'm gonna lose all the seals. Reason being, stuff is gonna bump together. I want to be able to trample over it. We want our full creature count. We've got defense there, defense here. Hopefully we can go for the win here. I doubt he's going to draw that bad again. I'm curious what that's a typical example. He's probably running 17 or 18 lands, maybe 2 Lotus Petals. That's what I kept running into. As opposed to this hand, we've got a permanent draw. We can play 1, 2, 3. We can cycle. So when you have the discipline, not saying like I'm right, but in view of Infect right now, when you have the discipline to get rid of the shiny, nice, amazing cards and just go with the fundamentals. I want to draw enough land to have a threat out that's serious. This is like a really nice draw here. So we're going to keep this. Sweet, says Paul D. Tyson. And Paul, thanks for joining us. I know it's not always the easiest time for a lot of you. We got to pick some time, and it's today, so it's great to have you all in here and chilling out. And like I said, this is probably the happiest broadcast I've ever had because it's raining like crazy outside. And, actually, looks like the damn cancer ball's coming out, as most of you refer to as sunlight, but I'd probably be a pretty good vampire in magic lore. All right, and I'm not sure what this, what the hunter, that's his background there. All right, now do I kill it now? Actually, I think we do. I like to kill stuff on their turn just because I do not want the boost surprise value of anything else surprising me. So now you see we drew another land, so now we know we can cycle the thicket if we don't have anything next turn, and it's all good. Of course, we'll have something next turn. We've got Ichor Claw Myrrh, but let's see if he's still land screwed. This is going to be, no offense to Recco 1, our opponent, this is awesome because it's showcasing the 20 land build of Infect. You should say 18 because we have 2 thickets, but when you mix thickets in with a low land count, I don't like that either because what you're still slowing down your deck and not getting the benefit of those smooth draws. Whereas here, it's like we've got the smooth draws, hitting our land consistently, and we snuck a little bit of blue into the deck with, the cycling, if need be. And they usually are cycled, I'd say 80-90% of the time. Paul D. Tyson, kill it until it's dead, then kill it again. Good advice. I'll have to make a shirt out of that. Little Fight says, it puts the lotion on the skin. Zip Fan, how do you feel about Llanowar Augur? I've used to use that a lot if I know I'm running up against a lot of mono black. It's a good card because it eats edicts and it blocks their critters all day long. I don't know. When I was same with Gitaxian Probe. I don't know if it's just because I play so much Magic. I tend to know what the person's has in their hand usually, and I can call the card. And the life was just, I know technically, yeah, it's great to look at their hand and thin your deck. I know all the arguments, but I'll take a Predator Strike any day of the week over Gitaxian Probe with this kind of deck where it's just like, there's one guy in your way, you don't have Rancor out, they think they've got it, and whack, there it is, boom. So, here we are. He's probably got a Vines of Vastwood. We played a land, so let's cycle this. Maybe we'll get a Groundswell. If he plays, says, what Zip said, I've seen a few lists with the Augur and it seems sweet. Yeah, I'm not gonna diss any sort of Augur technology. That's it definitely has its place. I just, it's one of those things. I look at my list and I'm like, what would I take out? What do I want to see rather other than that? And answer's usually not much. I'm actually going to double pump the Vines right here because there's no creatures out, and this might become relevant next turn. And I'd rather lose. You want to target the thing you'd rather lose. He might have Grape Shot here too. So little decisions like that, the decision tree can get, uh-oh, here we go. Well, he made us eat one, but that's all right. At least we kept our good one. Lackerding says, until he taps out. Howdy, coming in late here. What's the record so far? Says Xenolinguist. Good for seeing you. Yep, 2-2. This is the, looks like we're probably going to pull this one off. So we'll go 3-2 even money with this, which I've done twice. I've had 5-4-1s, and that's it. Yeah, this thing, it's usually going 4-1, and it's really running through Dimir control. So laugh all you want. When you think about Infect, it's a pretty, people, I've said this the last time, like when I did Mono White, they think it's like some archaic dead art, and it's like no. This is like the real deal deck here. This is I'm just gonna prove that he's got it. Let's see. Boink. You got another fog? I'm all in. Because that's how Infect players do it. That's how we roll, baby. Pop. Even money. So what I was talking about, so I mean this is like our worst outing, and we're even money. Actually, I lost on I posted it on Facebook. I was pimping out another person's Twitch feed yesterday. In the first round, I lost 2 Boros Control, which we'll go over in a minute. But yeah, I've got just stat sheets for days. Oh, let me write down the mirror here. I'll put this in my little sheet later. And he had a bad draw, but that really showcases the land count in this deck. So we do have 20 lands in this deck. Let me go over this real quick for those of you that are just joining us. We've got the 14 Forest, 4 Tree of Tales. Most decks stop there or are one shy. And then we had 2 Tranquil Thickets for what we just saw. Just that really consistent draw with Groundswell, with being able to regenerate this, and also being able to power out Corpse Cur, which is I like a lot more than an Augur for a lot of other reasons, where it does something. And I think if you look back far enough, especially on the Facebook links, I have a lot of builds of Infect with this. But overall with Infect, the thing that just kind of makes me just giggle is people are like, oh yeah, it's all dead because of one card, Invigorate. When you look at Seal of Strength, that's 1 less. Yeah, it's not instant. You can't, but once you play it out there, it kind of acts as just this counter spell sitting on the ground, as most Seal of anythings do. You can't really counter a reaction or a triggered ability in Pauper. So once this sits out there, Nausea Strikes, got it. Lightning Bolt, save it. If not, kill it. Swinging. Good times. Fast Game, says Lackerding. Yep, hooray for breaking even. Evening, says Hive King. Good to see you. Good to see you. I want to show you guys real quick, and I'll run over here. This is the deck that last time we played this, we went 4-1 with it, and I've made some changes to it. This is white, in fact. This runs 22 lands because we're churning out Quicksands as defense. We don't really have much along the way outside of our sideboard of killing stuff. So Quicksand comes in there. We run Benevolent Bodyguard in the 1-drop because this is just a walking counterspell. I'm going to play this in the just the tournament room just to keep things moving, so it's not too short of a broadcast today. Hyena Umbra, really important. First Strike and Infect go together so well. People, they hear Carapace Forger, I'll block that 3/3. They don't remember it's just going to be a 1/1 after the combat's done. And better than that, a 3/3 first striking Infect blocking a 4/4 doesn't lose, because First Strike happens, that Carapace Forger's a 1/1. It does 1 damage to a 3/3. Remember that. A lot of people forget that. Got 3 Mutagenics, 4 Bone Splitters, excuse me. We've got Eckerclamor, and my secret tech, not so secret, but it's one of those dividend cards. You play this and you're like, but boy, in games, Fleet Feather Sandals. Yeah, I had to look twice at it too. This is everything this deck wants. I don't want to see 2 of them, but holy cow, you put this out, they kill your stuff. Any Infect creature you top deck has flying and haste towards the middle or the end of the game. I almost want to play 2 of these, but one's good enough. If white ever has the ability to have like a Trinket Mage sort of effect that's symbiotic with this kind of strategy, it's going to be awesome. But, Little Fight wants to go in. All right, so good timing, buddy. All right, so we'll just, hopefully he doesn't cheat. All right, let me see here. I've got so many to list. I'll go with the Infect white, and we shall see what happens. But this gives the creature flying and haste. There's a lot of creatures that give it flying or bonuses, but boy, what does Hexproof want? It wants evasion, and it wants haste. And you get it in spades there. So, yeah, I think it's kind of sweet tech. It's I'm really in an infectious mood. Maybe it's the weather, but wink, wink. But I might play that. I have a Golgari Infect list that's good. But all right, Little Fight, step on the gas. Let's not bore the audience. I never cheat against the code, he says. It'll time him out so he can't ghost. That's right. They're more like guard lines, says Lackerding. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. My goodness. 22 lands, and look what happens. Good times. Not good times. I'm going to throw this back too. We'll keep this. We're looking for a land. Oh, boy. Nope. I'm going to have discipline and say, no, I want to get a land. Very slow bad start here. Is that the one with the 1/1 flying infect creature? No, this one has a lot of regeneration, a lot of creatures coming back. It's got defense. It's got, here we go. Feeling good now. And what's really cool, I mean, these edicts or their walking counter spells, I sure wish green had a benevolent bodyguard because I'd be playing it because they're just, ooh, they're pretty. All right. Better that than our creature. And that effect too, early on when the person doesn't know what you're playing, they're like, I'm going to zap that creature. And it's little do they know, it's like, good, because I want you to zap that creature, so I got more creatures next. The only drawback I used to run Haunted Fengraf, and bodyguards end up in the graveyard so often that it was just, I was pitching them out to that, and it was I would get those back. So I lost those for a more consistent white curve, and plus we already run, you know, the full count of corpse curve, so it's all good like that. Let me see here. And you know, in some cases you can just kind of go like this and screw the infect package. Heck with it. We'll chow mano this. Say red. Good times. Maybe wouldn't have done that in a tournament, but hey, we're just having fun here. All for the good times. I gotta stay alive against this guy. We'll infect him, maybe, maybe not. Probably a chancy play there. I wouldn't recommend doing what I just did, but this is for the drama of the story. And I think all his removal's red, so I might just be able to zap him myself, get a bone splitter going here, and we'll be off to the races. I don't think this is a good attack here. So I can block, and you can't block next time, so it's like a free shock, unless he's got maybe another one behind it. Who knows? I love Chalmano's Blessing. The majority of times this deck wins is if you really consider Pauper decks. They're one color or they're two color. And even if they're three color, there's one color that's prominently the kill color. They splash red for bolts, or they splash black for, you know, killing stuff. And it's usually pretty easy to deduce what you should set this against. And this is a white counter spell, make no mistake. I mean, this comes down to instant speed. It says flash, enchant creature, so the spell doesn't counter it. And when it comes into play, you choose a color. You can target your other, you know, if they have a mnemonic wall they're bouncing, you zap it with this. Has protection from the chosen color, and it doesn't remove Chalmano's Blessing. Very cool. Pirates of the Caribbean quote, says Lackardine. That's been up for a while, but I just saw that. All right. Time. Well, I guess we'll go. Well, we're already down 2. We'll get some goods in here. Maybe slow them down, make them pay for the War Marshal. So, let's see here. I will replay the Flametongue Hot Sauce commercial after this and keep it a quick. I'm just glad, like I said, that we even had a broadcast today. Thanks again, Little Fight, because, oh my goodness. In the end, it actually wasn't anything on my end. It was just I had to completely update and like start from scratch with the software because my template was getting old. He's got the counter spell symbol up, 2 blue mana. Looking up, it's an infect week here at Pauperganda. And hopefully Blake at Wizards likes the Flametongue. And it wouldn't hurt if you guys, like I said to Mike Man, actually made some headway into helping us out. It means 10 times more for the format and for Pauperganda, which is kind of symbiotic. I mean, it's the same thing. When, oh, look at this tech. Nice. When a fan says, hey, go check this out, as opposed to me going, hey, look at this. So keep that in mind. Be a loudmouth out there. Help us out. Good times. We'll do this. We'll do this. Probably should have done that in the opposite order. What are you going to do? Mistblade Shinobi. When it deals damage to a player, return a creature that player controls to its owner's hand. Yeah, Little Fight's always messing around with this and Cypher. He has a pretty cool, that might even be in this list. I got to be careful. Mistblade Shinobi, thank you, Shiraz. Or whoever did that. I'm not quite sure who did it. No problem, says Zip Fan. All right, we got all kinds of people going. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what we have here. Alrighty, so this will justify a double block. Boink. Zapatoi. blue. Get rid of that shenanigans. Hopefully I don't eat a bolt here, but if we do, we got backup plans. Zip fan beat me to it, says Rosman. Huzzah! All right. Well, we don't have any creatures in the yard. Maybe we'll get one. Maybe he'll bolt it. Who knows? He could probably still hear me. I should be quiet. Be like, oh, look at this. I hope he blocks. Good times. Dun, dun, dun. That's pretty cool. Artwork, I guess. A little too alien-esque for me. I'd like it to look a little bit more rotting. Even a quote on that one. I don't know. Let's see. Boink. So I'm going to play this just because it'll probably die and we can just go get it back. You way behind me? What you talking about, sucker? All right. Let's go like this. We got your blockers right here. Go ahead and return stuff. I'd love to have the corpse cur returned. Wink, wink. I like your curve so far, Little Fight. This is a Mistblade. Kind of counts as one. We got some easily probably the best red creature ever printed. I mean, that is a 3-for-1. Nuts. I like the old artwork too. This looks better. All right. Unlike most infect creatures, this one takes 2. If it dies, we're all good with it. But if you play this white build... Oh, here comes Mistblade. Oh, nope. The deep hours. If you play this, just keep in mind this isn't a quick kapow, you're dead move. And I was just starting to actually favor that over... ooh, there's a card you don't see every day. Carpulzan Wolverine. Whenever the Wolverine becomes blocked, you may have it deal 1 damage to target creature or player. It's like a bad arsonist. All right. Let's go like this. We will attack. Stuff does not want to be getting blocked here. I'm going to deal 3 damage to any meal. 3 infect. Yeah, that's what we're all about here at Pauperganda. Every once in a while, I'll bring a tier 1 deck like elves or stuff. But my argument against that, actually, is that there are just so many of those. This might be a misplay. I'm just getting it out there and seeing what's going on. But I've got, the tutorials out there that are 90% what the deck list is. And it just, I don't know, it just kind of feels old hat to me. But if Delver keeps on its rise and the black elements start kind of fading to the distance, elves would be a really good choice again. Tedly Ted, are you still in the house? Chime in if you are, buddy. I just discovered, no offense to Tedly Ted, but why he's got so many outrageous numbers. It's pretty much, he has nothing but time for Magic and plays pretty much 24/7, just tournament after tournament after tournament. So I was chatting with him going like, man, great stuff. He's like, oh man, I lost the last few straight. And I'm like, what? But it's just that constant just go, go, go. And I got to admit, he might like Pauper more than me, because if I think my personal record is 3 leagues in 1 day, and then I'm just kind of spent. So, but kudos to him, and he's doing it with a variety of decks, so it's very cool. Let's see. And here's it, I know what you did there, Little Fight. Damn white border, son of a bitch. That is a pretty good card, but another point to how powerful Pauper is. It's like, look what this card does, and nobody plays it. Yeah, so anyway, everybody in there, if you look, Tedly Ted did it again with that aggressive elf build that isn't combo elves. So I'm going to ask him a few questions about it too. And I'll start right now. Tedly Ted, what's up with all the 3 toughness backsides? What was your reasoning? Like when you were putting that deck together, what made you kind of have that eureka aha moment? So the white borders, yeah, you bastards. I hate that. Probably, there's the key. Oh, great card. Great for Infect. Vigilance and Infect is nuts. And look at that artwork. Good grief. I'd get a tattoo of that, and I hate tattoos. Hey, I won all those trophies. Tedly Ted boggled on me the other day. Yeah, he does just about everything to everybody. I've gotten lucky. I've gotten them with Infect 2 out of our 2 meetings, but they've been close games. And, it's not any, I won. It was just I had, rock and he had scissors. So that's what Infect does to a lot of decks. So good times. Priest of Norn. All right. Sage Owl. Yeah, go to the graveyard, you white bordered pile of... Nah. All right. So here we will see the true power of this fully operational cleric. Little Star Wars reference there. Anybody see the new one? It's been out for a few weeks. I was very impressed. I actually think Rogue One was my favorite Star Wars movie. I got just total geek chills when Vader came out. If you haven't seen it, too bad. It's been out weeks. Close your ears, but my gosh, that end scene was just pure rage goodness. I just loved it. Good stuff. Evan Carr's Justice says, Rogue One so good, says Paul Dyson. Yeah, it's people like to give homage to like the old, it never beat the, it's like, no. The full circle route that went and stuff. There were a few CGI effects that I was like, you didn't need to do that, but overall I was very impressed. Bleak and awesome. Yes, Killer Tofu said it all. I've heard good things, but I haven't seen it. Keep your ears closed. My third favorite behind Empire. Yeah, everybody says Empire. And I love it because it's dark and all that. I've heard it before, but I really have to say, like, I went to see it a second time, and especially if they would have gotten rid of, it was frustrating as an editor. They had the solution when the CGI Tarkin or whatever the old man name was, when it just showed his reflection looking out at the Death Star, and perfect. You can do any CGI perfectly that way. But man, staying on him as a close-up is just a little too long, or just a little too many hiccups there that distracted me. So, boy, you guys are chiming in. I ought to mention Star Wars more often. Look at this. Tiddly Ted, back to the question, says, gets by sky golems, rats, and stuff. Okay. Love the ending. Says, into the river. Good to see you. I don't think I've mentioned you before. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Zinlinquist says, hard to get darker than Rogue One. Yeah, that was my favorite thing. Zips fan, close your ears. 3, 2, 1. I loved how everybody died. That never happens in movies, and I just loved it. It was so non-American. One of my friends at work was just telling me about how there's this Korean director he really likes, and he goes, I just can't get enough of these movies because they take the American just formula and just flip it on its head. Every show, it's just like, oh, no, they die. They're dead. Everybody's dead. Good times. I'm okay with spoilers. Ha ha ha. Killer Tofu says, yes, exactly, says into the river. And if he plays says, double ninjas, gross. Indeed. This feels, like I said a few weeks ago, like a 1980s poor Kazuki movie or whatever his name was. All right. Well, we've got the goods here. That's what I love about this card. Oh, Priests of Norn. Such a good card. This might be close, depending on what's in his hand. Of course, we all know that I'm holding Prismatic Strands. Hopefully Little Fight can't hear me, because I moved those main deck. Nyuk, nyuk. I never see people saying that Return was their favorite, but I think that was mine. I hated the one before this newest one, though. Yeah, it was pretty much a proxy of the original, but I have to admit it was like a Band-Aid for fans after the monstrosity of what Lucas did to episodes 1, 2, and 3. Those are just unwatchable. I can't stand those, but I think J.J. Abrams, actually, one of my friends cut that trailer, and it was just candy for the fans. It's like, what do they all want? Put it in a bag, force the plot to hit all those points. And so I agree. At some point, it got a little bit too much tongue-in-cheek of like, oh, and here's so-and-so. And, I'm surprised they didn't bring back Boba Fett just because, it was getting a little... But it was a well-needed Band-Aid for the... just for what was an ailing audience out there. I mean, that was they definitely needed that. Oh, look at this. If he's got another bolt to the face, Undead Forced Within was too campy. Yeah. After the initial, like I said, that new card smell and all that stuff, once the new movie smell wears off and you kind of look at it critically, it was like, dude, that's just like episodes 4, 5, and 6 rolled into one movie and just like squished really hard with cameos. So agreed on episode 7. Too much fan service. Oh, and we go down. So we'll go to sideboard this. I really like this curve, and I think that's why this deck's working. Of course, it helps that, no offense, this is a little slow on the slow side, but it shouldn't make that big of a difference. So we've got my favorite card in Pauper and white for the last 2 or 3 weeks, back when Tron was all around. And Hollow is amazing. Let me bring it up in the MTG. Let's see who's first. Prevent all damage. Target spell would deal this turn. You gain life equal to the damage prevented this way. I've had this hit against rolling thunders that are like 36, and all of a sudden I'm like at 48 life, good times, and the board resets. Even in a pinch, if you cast this against a lightning bolt, Ichor Claw Mirror, gets saved, and you gain 3 life. It's a pretty good card for 1 white. So I've been very tempted to run it main because there's just so many direct damage spells out there, and it seems so relevant. But I don't think we're going to bring it in against this, though. But I do like Strands in this matchup because we have so many white creatures, including here. So he's probably got some electrickery goodness. He doesn't have any flying that I can see other than the little owl, so I think we'll keep the sandals in. We'll lose one of these and one of these, and we'll go off to the races. Hollow. All right. Thank you, says Killer Tofu. Card Breaker. Good to see you. Just remember, Hollow costs 2 more if its Tron is playing Kervik's Torch. Very good point. And that happened to me, but boy, by the time a torch is going off, usually you're going to have about 8 more mana to be able to play for it, no matter what deck you're running. So this is a really good hand. We like it. Sure, Rosamond says, they took me gerb. Wake up. I know it's late at night for sure, Rosamond there. Hey, as long as community effort, right? Johnny on the spot can be anybody out there. We'll have to change the. Did you guys like the little episode 1 callback to Pauperganda, the original at the top of the show? I was like, I like that intro so much. I don't want it to be wasted, so we'll have it as an alternate intro every few weeks. Let everybody reminded that we're supposed to be on a spaceship right now, avoiding wizards and worm and all their evil ways. So, saw Saffron Olive Oil lose to a torch with counterspell in hand the other day. Okay. Interesting. All right. We will put out our good stuff here, hoping that next turn we can plop this, costing a removal. It's hard to evaluate against a deck with a lot of ground critters. This is going to be the better card unless this gets protection. So this gets a lot of the same looks every time where it's, people are like, White Infect, I'm going to run this over. And then all of a sudden this sticks and their main colors. And if you think about it, if Little Fight wasn't playing the Ninja, and he was just, because most people, they have Seagate, Muldrifter, some draw spells, preordains, and that's it. And then red is for damage. And you do this at instant speed and it sticks and you cost them a spell and the game's over. So in theory, this thing can really feel tier 1 sometimes. It gets ridiculous. It really does. Knowing he has ninjas, I'm not going to attack here. I'm just going to slow roll it. We'll play this next. Maybe we'll do it again to that. And or better yet, play one of these and call blue and then it's over. So I'm pretty sure we got this one. Cardbreaker says, cool. Sorry for the delay here, guys. Again, if I mentioning your comments and it's about a minute later, it's just it's Twitch's fault, not mine. Let's see what's going on here. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, we will be playing the Flametongue Cavu, or the Flametongue Hot Sauce commercial again. Try to pay special attention to all the verbiage and words used because we really pride ourselves on all the little things. Oh no! Look at these. No, don't be a ninja. Don't be a ninja. Don't be a ninja. Everybody pray with me. Iffy Playa, good to see you. Oh yeah, I saw that. You played him twice. Basically my greatest accomplishment in life so far, says Zipfan. What's that? I'm lost. Let's see. Twice in the same league. Watching at double speed and I couldn't tell whose voice it was. Oh, which one? The card breaker. Which voice are you talking about? Oh, good. We don't have a ninja here. Like a ding. Ninja. Thankfully, no. We'll see. Sage Owl. The white border. Yeah, it's 2 different leagues for me, Shiraz, but 1 for him. Oh, were you the Zips fan? Were you the Boros player that I met yesterday? I'm not quite sure. All right, time to put this to bed. Boink. So this one does the same thing, but it's not instant, but it lets you draw cards. It's a nice way to sneak in blue. MTG Goldfish Pauper game where Zips fan was playing Jake Styles. Oh, okay. Well, ignore me. I'm late to the party. Sage Owl is just for you, D. Just for you, you bastard. All right. So we're protected from his whole deck now. Next turn, we'll put on the Bone Splitter, and it'll be a 2-turn game with Prismatic Strand backup. So this is feeling pretty good. I was the Boros player from yesterday. Yep. Yeah, we're going to replay that match, actually. Normally, on a Friday morning with Infect, I would have had plenty of time to maybe play 1-2 games and play 3 live, but I already had 3, and there were so many technical difficulties. I'm like, I'm just going to roll with that one. So I think I won the first game, and then he got me the next 2, and it was ugly. I was really flooded. Let's see here. Which happens, I think against Boros, overall, though, I'm like about 60% with that green infect list. It's just comes out a little too hard, and there's a little bit too much defense early, and they're gaining life, and it doesn't matter. F6 it. Look at this. Coasting, baby. What you gonna do? Cast an edict? Oh, maybe he's got curfew. That would really ruin my day. Yet another card that people should be playing, but they don't, and I'm so glad they don't. Thank you, Zips fan. Good to see you. Yeah, I jumped on over to Twitch after I lost to you, and then I won somebody else, and then it was like chiming in, and I went over to Twitch, and I saw somebody playing a Boros deck, and I started chiming in, and I asked for some technical issues, not knowing who runs the same software, and lo and behold, saw another Pauper fan out there, so definitely wanted to share the love and sent the link out there, so hopefully I got you some viewers. Let's see. Pauper. Good to see ya. Thanks for chiming in. Knockerding. All right. So this is good times. We'll go like this. How you like that, Miss Blade Craponi? Here we go. We'll make this a 2-score game, baby. I'll save that for next turn. Dun dun dun. And there we go. Found Mask of Lawn Grace the other day. Why is this not played more? Well, because they can respond to it, especially Mask of Lawn Grace, if I'm not mistaken, is the black-red one. And for 1 more white, you can have an instant that targets anything on the board, even your opponent's creatures. So I think it's very worth the investment. Rare that your opponent's going to be tapped out in a control matchup like that. And they've got the one against the Mask that does the green and blue too, but again, there's only so many cards, only room for so many cards in a lot of decks, what am I talking about? In any deck. And, once you filter out the cute stuff, a lot of times you kind of come back to, this works. And like Chow Mano, it's like they got a Memnonic Wall and they're going to fetch their Flicker and you've got an extra one. No, you make it the wall protected from blue at instant speed and then it's just dead. Good times. Reminds me of the Alkalite Circle. Yes, very, very cool. If he plays, says, oh yeah, that's right. I card Mask of Lawn Grace. That's right. Yeah, black and red. If you're really just barely splashing white, it might have a place. But so hey, what's going on here? Oh, okay. I was like, whew, didn't know if I was hiccuping there. So we'll just hope for the best and turn this in again. We will be playing a variety of commercials after this, which is what Pauperganda tries to set itself above. No offense to any other broadcasters out there, but we're all about the show and not so much the stream. It's which we do both, but it's all about the community and getting a really high-grade video across to y'all, and hopefully you share it. And, that's the end goal, right? We make these commercials that are so over the top and like, holy crap, that's a Magic, fan video that eventually, and it might even happen today if my emails are any clue lately with Blake, but that it just gets so much momentum, and if enough of you say stuff and like, holy crap, look at this, share this, boom, 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 hey, so-and-so from Wizards, have you seen this? It's that kind of stuff, behind it, but they're going to be able to see, and I'm very glad that they're not common videos like Flametongue Kavu is an uncommon. We did Multani last 2 weeks ago, which was it's a rare, so it's kind of mixing anything in the MTG lore to kind of try to point the finger back at the format, say, hey, check out Pauper. So I know it's a pipe dream, but it's my dream, and damn it, I'm going to keep going. Pauper says, speaking of Infect, you ever mess with Tainted Strike? Oh, yes, it's a great one. In fact, I've even built a Proliferate deck that went 4-1 back when there was one card that got banned. or stop seeing play that really affected that deck. But Proliferate with serrated arrows and a black-blue infect, because you have the Blighted Agent and you have the flying one, and then you've got the Myrrh, and then you've got Unearth. So all of a sudden it feels like you got all these creatures, and throw a few Bone Splitters in there and Proliferate, and then you start zapping them. I'll show you that deck next. Why not? All right, so here we go. That's what I love about Bone Splitter. It's like got nothing to do on the first turn. Check it out. You ever guys think about that? Technically, 2 wizards are supposed to be standing on a hill right now. It's me and Little Fight, and he's summoning up this stuff, and he looks into a crystal ball, Harry Potter style, and reads about the future. And I'm over there, and oh yeah, I throw out an axe on the ground, clonk. It wouldn't make for that good of a movie, but it's kind of funny visuals, right? They always keep talking about this magic movie. I hope I can do the trailer for it. That would be pretty fitting, wouldn't it? But I think it's just a pipe dream right now, and they're going to catch so much hate if they do anything wrong in that. But it's just interesting to try to visualize how they're going to make that come about. Like what happens when you play a land? Are you remembering your homeland, or there's all kinds of weird little angles like that. All right, so he's signifying this. We've got a protection package. So I'm going to play the one that I don't mind losing first, and we'll go from there. I mean, everything's pretty formidable once this is out. And once this is out on this, it's a 3-4 just beat stick. There we go. Problem solved. Mr. Rosamond says, still waiting for Goblin Gardener commercial. Yeah. Hey, man, help us write it. We're stuffing so many private jokes into these that the writing's taking almost as long as the editing, so just trying to not make it about one thing, but every word we use is something like, our thermo alchemists have flame slashed and fire blasted only the most searing ingredients. That's one of the lines from the new one. I mean, we got 4 card references right there. We've delved deep into the forgotten caves of Keldor. There's 4 again in one sentence. Come on now. Let's hear the love out there. Aren't you guys impressed? Just kidding. Hopefully you are. Mr. Plays, I like Moments Peace 1. Like a holiday retreat. Yeah, that's a good... Oh, you're getting close to what my next one might be, actually. I'll leave it at that. I'm actually thinking of doing a drug commercial next. That should be pretty funny. All right. Shall we? Boink. Doom, doom, doom. Cast it while you got it. What's going on? One of the best card arts there is. Who is the artist for that? I gotta give him a shout out, like they're even gonna know. Igor Kaznyuk. Sounds like a Three Stooges laugh. I'm impressed, says Mike Man. Yes, Mike Man. Your love is contagious, my friend. Keeps me going. Keeps my fingers doing this when I want to stop. Good times. It really does fill me up. All the effort this show takes and stuff. It is so nice to get those nice words or pleasantries, and there's enough hatred out there as far as haters and such. Always bitter about some loss years ago or whatnot, but not about individuals here. That's why we're free to share any sort of broadcast out there. If it's a Pauper related, we're here to share it. So that's trying to just get this thing so loud and proud that people in modern that are doing stuff are just like almost cringing. I would hope, like, oh man, have you seen this show? Gosh, and that's for Pauper. It's like, yeah, that's right. You want quality? This is where the format's at, baby. So that's kind of my pipe dream anyway. Ugh. We're drawing dead here. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to draw a card. Excuse me. I'm going to sniff on camera. And since we know he's got a lot of blue spells, we'll protect it from that. Hopefully we'll draw a land. Nope. But we're one turn ahead. Again, faster the deck, a lot of times you want to play even slower, and look at what your options are there. Could have been Jen Stukov. Hello! Thanks for chiming in. Good to see you. And if you know me online, as far as chat with me on MTGO, if your name is different, please say so I know if I'm talking to an old friend or whatnot. So I thought, I know Bamboo Rush was going to stop by, so maybe he's one of you. I don't know, until you chime in. Mike Man says, it's funny, I can tell how many times I've been playing Paper Pauper, and someone says, that was common? Yes, welcome to the best format. That's right, well said. Pauper, I'm not a huge league guy, but right now the new Pauper leagues are the largest on MTGO by over 200 players. Awesome. And they should be. Ooh, nice play there, Little Fight. Way to zap it off there. All right. We're going to be in trouble if this ninja keeps gaining strength here. We've got the points, but we just need the land. No. Well, we've got permanent blockage. Daniel from Brazil. Great. Thank you for chiming in. Man, I couldn't imagine the brain power non-Americans have for multiple languages. I'm horrible at languages. Hats off to anybody who this isn't your native tongue. Not only hearing a different tongue, having to translate it in these weird cards like mutagenic growth and pentarch ward and all this stuff. So you all smarter than me, especially with the language department. That is for sure. Ooh, we are getting beat down with ninjas. Man. Got to have some little offensive Chinese gong. Boing. All right. Zips fan says, yeah, supposedly the format has grown a lot since the Drake ban, which is awesome. Jen Stukov says, I'm not an old friend, but I've seen you around MTGO and on YouTube. Good times. Paul J. Tyson speak 2 languages, English and Bostonian. Oh, that is another language. That's right. Ah, there we go. All right, we may still have a chance here. Probably not. Let's go get some stuff. These ninjas are really drawing us out here. Scam Propaganda Penguin. Just finished my Pauper Boggles list. So excited to start playing. All right. Good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. And Lackerding says, for French, Dutch, English, and German. Holy crap. You, my friend, are awesome. That blows my mind. I'm a visual person. And gosh, I've tried sign language and Spanish and wasn't very good at either. Hats off to anybody that is. So I'm just very happy that I was born in this country for a lot of reasons, mainly because everybody else is helping us dumb down ourselves with regards to language, and so it's very efficient to know English, that's for sure. Paul J. Tyson, I took a semester off Pyrexian in college. Oh, hey, nice reference there. Lackading. Boggles, please, says Pierce. Person 34, thank you. I don't know if you've chimed in before, but thanks for joining us. I don't know if we got an official count. I never keep track of that or even know how to do it, but I've heard other Twitchers and stuff out there always saying like, oh, we reached so many today. I have no idea what our top number is or what our goal should be and stuff like that. So if you guys do. Lackerding says, when I'm drunk, I can speak any language. That's right. Oh, you. All right, Little. All right, let's see here. Boy, take 2 to give 2. Oh, do it. Go and get you some. Come on, sucker. I'll still be taking 8. I don't think we're going to win this one. We're a little bit too... That fourth land, even though we're at 22 life, really hurt us here. Well, that'll save that idea, won't it? What's he targeting here? Well, you know what? This will be dead. I'm still going to do it. I think 31 viewers is the highest we've had, says Shirazman. Cool. And that's that thing that just surprised me. Everybody that's new to Pauperganda is always just like kind of that holy crap mentality. Where's this been? And I just don't know what we're doing wrong. Because like I know Pauper Fox has some great stuff, but he came on board like 7-8 months after us, and like every one of his videos is like at least like 1,000 more than our very best one. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm just going to keep doing it, and hopefully word gets out. You guys spread it, whatever, forget it. I don't know. I just like Pauper, baby. Daniel from Brazil says, Pauperganda, could you look at my deck? 3-1 in tournament there in my city. I missed something, but I do not know what it is. You betcha. Maybe either Little Fight or Shirazman can post our Gmail address here so I don't have to spell it out. Just send me the list, and I'll get back to you today. And hopefully it's advice you like. We'll see. 31 seems too low, says Mike Man. I agree. But you know what? In all honesty, if it got much more than this, I almost couldn't keep up with reading it. So maybe it's quality, not quantity. I don't know. I like to think we're kind of this secret little high quality niche over in the corner. Hula Gruen says, I think it's volume. Once a week just doesn't catch as many eyes. Yeah, but we're consistent. I don't want to burn out either, so I'd rather keep it very high quality and, you know, kind of the highlight of the week for Pauper, hopefully. Some folks feel that way. Boy, we are dying here, guys. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. First strike in Vigilant 1 or 2-5. Soon to be a 4. Quit drawing cards. This is a tough spot. I got to let him draw a card. I got to take 5. I'm going to die if I don't draw a life spell. Do I have life spells? You guys are chatting too much. Highlight of the week is right, says Mike Man. Problem solved. Little Fight thinks. And Lackerding says high quality tank top. Zips fans Jeno and Hey Jen, says Hula Zips fan. Everybody giving their little tip of the hat, wave of the finger, nod and such. I think Little Fight's got our number here. We almost got his number. Look at this. 5 minutes left. If you ever play Little Fight online, get them talking. Get them talking about crappy white borders. Oh, I don't want this bounce back. Also, everyone here, come join the Pauper Discord. It's always active. Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up because I am a big fan. And the last thing I wanted to do was join another thing that had another thing. I've argued it to death, but it is such a great hub of just Pauper talk. So definitely it's worth your time if you're a digital curmudgeon like me and you're kind of tired of having endless usernames and passwords. That's very simple. It's very well thought out. Good stuff. I think it would be better if Deluxe in the tank tops. Oh, yeah, it's a little too cold to be wearing tank tops here, but my body ain't what it used to be. I used to do gymnastics and have some pretty good guns, but not so much anymore. Oh, look at this. Are we going to get killed? Oh, that does it to the creature. Here we go. The death knell. And for those of you curious, we actually good shot, Little. That was a fun little matchup where we're just always on the border of just barely able to get it off the races here. I'll go over this list real quick, like anybody wants to play it now that it just lost, right? But so let's see here. Bring up the here we go. So we run 22 lands. 3 of them are pitchable. Quicksands, really good against mono black, really good against ninjas if your deck can allow it. And I really like Quicksand as a bonus land so that you get those hands, just like I was saying with Green Infect, where you have 2 or 3 in your opening draw and then you can do something with them. In that case, you cycle them away. So this really runs off of the idea of Chalmano's Blessing. I know there's the Ward of Lights, which is the same card, but it goes away if you play it as an instant. So this is vastly superior, and there were too many of them if you run the Ward of Lights, so we went with 2 Pentardic Wards to sneak blue into the deck. What I mean by that is we're able to draw a card. Corpse Cur at 4 count justifies the heavy lands with early consistency. We're able to pitch Bodyguard for defense while we maybe stick this against the deck. Really good. Against black, we bring in 2 Remember the Fallen. It's nasty. And I haven't tried this yet, but in theory it works, and I asked tech support. I haven't played a solo game to see. But if you put this on an infect creature, you can zing them, and that's because this is present in this build because against the green fog deck, the Millstone deck, this deck isn't quick enough to infect them, unlike the green one. So I put this in there, and you sit back and you ding, 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 and you're able to kill them that way. So that works well. Prismatic Strand's awesome. We've got all 4 Journey to Nowheres. I used to run, there's the Exile card, power 2 or less. You gain 4 life. Oh, gosh, can't quite remember it. Anyway, and I just, I had it main for a while, and it's good to keep you alive and stuff, but in the end, Hollow and stuff like that just kind of took the cake. Dryout says, why does no one play Quicksand? Very good question. I have no idea. Here's another Infect deck I'll go over real quick. This one I have placed with, not recently, but I really like this Crumbling Vestige in 2-color builds. I only run 1 in this. You'll see that argument. I'm always saying we want and mana, which means I want to be green and black with my land sources. I don't want to have to choose. The Vestige makes you choose once, but we have we have all the guild gates, we have the hollows, and then one of these to just kind of, I should probably be playing the Rot Farm to bring it back and play it, but this plays black for the benefits of Unearth and Plague Stinger. Pretty much everything else is the standard. We have 1 Bone Splitter that's a little different than the green Infect list, but it comes out swinging too. It has 19 lands. The sideboard's where this really shines against control. We have 2 Font of Returns, which So when you're playing black and Infect, this is just awesome. Just complete. This is an ancestral recall for Infect if your deck can swing it. So we have 3 Duresses, which is just an homage to my modern playing. I have a black-green modern build that plays very well. I don't enter tournaments with it, but it seems to win every time I play it. So it's probably that thing where a tournament practice room, and it's like, then I'd probably take it to a tournament and go like, 3-2 at best. But where they would run Inquisition of Kozilek, I play Duress. And so I really like this as a first turn play, just to clear the way. Same Gitaxian Probe logic, but you get rid of it. Gut Shots there, Nature's Claim there, and Moment's Peace fills out the board. Blessing of Leeches is very valid here, especially if you're going against a very heavy blue-red control. Maybe we can bring that up in the Finder. Blessing of Leeches is a very cool deck. I'll try to find I mentioned the Proliferate deck. Prolific, there it is. This one, not serious, guys, but this one I did actually place with. This one has 19 lands. We have 4 Virulent Wounds, 3 Unearth, 1 Raven's Crime, 2 Duress Pain, 4 Preordains, Blighted Agent. Muddle the Mix can go get Blighted Agent. Muddle the Mix can go get Grim Harvest. Muddle the Mixture can go get Plague Stinger. Yes, we only run 2 Plague Stingers. Got Agony Warp. Grim Affliction gets rid of stuff, triggers stuff. Steady Progress with Proliferate. Searing Arrow, Serrated Arrows gets, every time you proliferate, it goes back on, and it's good times. And we have 2. If you have Black Infect in any form, I'd really recommend running 2 of these. Same with the Fleet Feather Sandals logic. People, they go all in. It's like, all right, I'm almost dead by Infect, but Infect doesn't have haste. I'm going all in. And you just, bleh! I mean, this guy's face just says it all. You can just hear him screaming and just oozing filth. All right, we got 3 Pyroblast. Fester Creep, homage back to the old days. There's a reason I am playing this over 1 Crypt Rats. I believe it's, because of Proliferate, because of the -1, or because of the, it says it comes into play with a +1/1 counter on it. You're able to proliferate and keep it alive sometimes if you sweep for 1. So, and then we've got Zombie Outlander, which is just really good tech if you're the Dimir colors against Stompy and such. So anyway, I'm going to roll to some commercials here, guys. And I think that's going to be it for this week. We're at about an hour and a half, but please stay tuned. This is what we pride ourselves on. Spread the message of Pauper love. Any questions, comments, concerns, all that stuff, send them to pauperganda@gmail.com. Love you all. Thanks for joining us, and stick around because here comes some awesome ads. See you next week.
We've harvested the hottest spices in all the Dominaria. We've delved deep into the forgotten caves of Keldor to bring you the hottest sauce of any plane. Introducing Flametongue Hot Sauce. Our thermal alchemists have flame slashed and fire blasted only the most Syrian ingredient to bring a flame to your tongue that causes serious damage. Get tongued. Get Flametongue Hot Sauce. Deal 4 damage to any meal.
Available at all fine Singer superstores.
Master, what format is best? Let me show you. Vintage is very powerful. Legacy too. Modern is strong. There's standard. But the king of them all is Pauper.
How do you like that?
The magic of Yavamaya. Now in your kitchen. Mutani Spaghetti. The only noodles whose power and tastiness are equal only to their legendary ingredients. Our pasta is made from only the finest weather seed, imported from Dominaria straight to your dinner table. Enjoy Mutani Spaghetti. Combine it with our signature Raffaello's cheeses and finish it off with a glass of sweet Rashidan. Mutanis, the magic of Yavamaya in every bite.
Available at Maras's Market.
Attention Pauperganda Knights! Show your love of all things Papa with our Ultra Deluxe Playmats. And true to our Papa roots, the glorious artwork is 100% free.
Trying to give these guys everything they can get to me. That's it.
Just send an email to pauperganda@gmail.com with the subject 1, 2, or 3, and we'll send you the playmat file for free.
I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning.
All you need to do is visit our friends at inkgaming.com. Order yours today.
I'll take that, mother.
A perfect brew every time. Dawnbringer's Coffee. The rarest beans, fire roasted, a one drop of perfection. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose bold, rich, legendary flavors. Choose Dawnbringer's Coffee, the angel on your shoulder.
Available at all fine skincare superstores.